Hi there, this is Justin Lubino with Senior Advisors. We're going to get started here in just a few minutes. We'll wait till 10:30 and we'll get going. All right, hi there everyone. This is Justin Lubino with Senior Advisors. It is 10:30 Eastern Time now, so we will be getting started here with our fourth weekly session we're doing on Medicare Q&A for those folks that are joining here, and for those folks that are watching it after the fact as well. We have this recorded on our Facebook page and also on our YouTube channel. So today's session, before we get started, we do this each week. We do offer a little trivia question here with a free gift card, either to Starbucks or Amazon. And we're going to have two questions as we do each week. And the first question will we added a new rule in, but if it's the first one to answer the question correctly in the Facebook window is the winner of the card, and you can only get one guess per person this week. So we changed it up a little bit, the one guess per person. So the first one that types the answer correctly will be the winner of the free gift card. And today's question, the first one is, what is the base level monthly Medicare Part B premium that most people pay in 2018? And like I said, the first one to answer correctly in the Facebook Live window wins a $10 gift card to Amazon or Starbucks. The base level Part B premium that most people pay in 2018. And we'll give it a minute here. See if anyone wants to answer. And Elizabeth answered correctly with 134. That's the base level Part B premium that most people are paying in this year's 2018. It's $134. So Liz, I'll be in touch to see which gift card you'd like, and we'll send you over that gift card for Amazon or Starbucks. All right, so this week's topic is how much are the Part B premiums and what are IRMAs? The last couple of weeks we talked about just what is Medicare and who qualifies, what is covered by Part A of Medicare, and what is covered by Part B. And today we're going to discuss those Part B premiums and what are the IRMAs. This is also a live Q&A, so feel free to type your questions into the window here in Facebook. If you have questions at any point, they can be related to the topic we're going to discuss or completely unrelated. As long as it's a Medicare question, we should be able to answer that during today's session. All right. So here are the monthly premiums for Medicare Part B. And this table also shows us the IRMAs, which we will describe as well. The IRMAs, by the way, are the Income-Related Monthly Adjustments, IRMA, IRMA. And if you're in the base level income, which most people are, for singles, less than $85,000, for husband and wife, less than $170,000 income, the base level premium, as Liz just answered there, is $134 per month. And that's what the majority of people are paying for their Part B premium. If you happen to be in a higher income bracket, you'll see at $85,000 to $107,000 or $170,000 to $214,000, you pay an additional what's called IRMA, or Income-Related Monthly Adjustment. And the total between your Part B and your IRMA is $187.50 for this income bracket. And as you go up the table, all the way up to the top income bracket this year is more than $160,000 for single, or more than $320,000 for husband and wife. And that top income bracket pays $428.60 per month in 2018, and that includes the 134 base plus the IRMA of $294.60. So the total is $428.60 for Part B if you happen to be in this top income bracket. Now, the income that's being used to determine where you stand in this table is the Modified Adjusted Gross Income, or MAGI, which is similar to your adjusted gross income, but there are certain deductions that do not come out of the modified adjusted gross income that do come out of the adjusted gross income. So it's possible that your modified adjusted gross is slightly higher. You should be able to ask your accountant or look at your tax return, at least at the AGI, to get a relative idea of where you are in this table if you're curious about your IRMAs that you're going to be paying. The other factor is the timing. So the year that the government is looking at to determine the 2018 premiums is the 2016 tax return, because that's the last record they have at the end of 17 when they're determining the 2018 Part B premiums. They do not have your 2017 income return yet when they determine these 2018 premiums. So they're always about a year and a half to 2 years behind on your Part B premiums, the income that they're basing your Part B premiums on. And the way this works, when you first sign up for Medicare, you get an initial letter that basically says your Part B premium base level is going to be $134, but we're looking at your income from 2016 in this case to determine if there's any additional adjustments you have to pay based upon your income from 2016. A week or two later, you get that second letter, and it says we looked at your tax return from 2016, and essentially because you were in this higher income bracket, you have to pay an additional IRMA, or Income-Related Monthly Adjustment, in the amount of X. Now, when you get that second letter, a lot of people have either a windfall from 2016, from 2 years prior. They used to work and then they retired, perhaps. If your current year income is projected to be lower than the tier that they've put you into, because it's 2 years old data that they're looking at, you actually have a 60-day window to appeal and have your IRMAs removed or reduced based upon what your projected income is going to be for the current year. And we highly recommend people take advantage of that appeal window, that 60-day window. Basically, the letter describes that appeal process. It's basically Social Security's phone number to call into to start the appeal and have your IRMAs either reduced or removed if your current year income is going to be lower than the 2016 income in this case for the 2018 premiums. Now, that appeal process, not only the first time you sign up for Part B, but every year you're going to get a letter in November, December, where the government's, again, looking back about a year and a half to 2 years ago. At the end of this year, for instance, December of 2018, they're going to be looking at the 2017 income to determine the 2019 premiums. And for a lot of people, they may have retired or had a windfall in 2017. And in 2019, their income is going to be a lot lower. And they can appeal. They can appeal that their IRMAs should be reduced or removed based upon their projected income for 2019, later this year when they get that letter. So we do recommend that appeal if it's a valid appeal, if your income is truly going to be lower in the upcoming year, you should definitely try to appeal and have those IRMAs reduced or removed. It could save you thousands and thousands of dollars, if you happen to be in one of these higher income brackets and you retire and you're dropped down to a lower income bracket. So that's the Part B premiums and IRMAs. There's one other note on this slide about being held harmless. There was a group of Medicare recipients in 2015. The base level premium was $104.90 per month. And in 2016, there was no increase in Social Security payments. And thus, the individuals that were in this base level paying $104.90 per month in 2015, and they were taking Social Security payments, there's something called the hold harmless provision, which says that since they did not get an increase in their Social Security payments, they cannot be increased in their Part B premiums. So from 2015 to 2016, there was a large number of Medicare recipients that remained flat at $104.90. But a lot of anyone who was new on Medicare in that base level in 2016 would pay the higher amount, which in 2016 it was $121 a month that they had to pay for. So the bottom line is, the reason this is important is if you're in that first income bracket and you do not get an increase in your Social Security payments, the government's not able to increase your Part B premiums in the future. So just something to be aware of there. You are held harmless. It's the hold harmless provision that protects those people if their Social Security payment is not increased, going forward. So that's the Part B premiums and the income-related adjustments or income-related monthly adjustment, IRMA, on the Part B premium. There's also an IRMA on Part D as in drugs. So if you're in the base level income, the same income brackets, the base level just pays the plan premium for the Part D plan, which could be anywhere from $12 a month to $130 a month, depending on where you live and which plan you pick. For your drug coverage, you're just paying that plan premium. But if you're in a higher income bracket, in addition to the plan premium, you also pay an IRMA, or income-related monthly adjustment, for the Part D coverage, as well as the Part B as in boy. So there's IRMAs for both B and D that you have to be aware of if you're in a higher income bracket. One last note on the IRMAs, there is a change coming, and I'm just going to go back to the prior slide. There's a change coming in 2019. We don't know the values yet for these premiums. They don't get released till November, December timeframe. So we don't know the actual numbers for the Part B and the IRMAs for these higher income brackets. But what we do know for next year in 2019, there's a new income tier that's going to be added for the top income bracket. Instead of for single $160,000 and husband and wife $320,000, there's going to be a new bracket for over $500,000, $500,000 single, $750,000 for husband and wife, and they will pay a higher amount than this current income bracket. It's going to be about 6% higher than this bracket is paying. So if nothing changes with these premiums for these other amounts, between the $428.60 and the $74.80, this top bracket is currently paying about $503 a month. Next year, again, if nothing changes, then the top level bracket of $500,000 and $750,000 for husband and wife would pay about $540 a month for their Part B premiums and their Part B IRMA and Part D IRMA to the government. So that's something that's coming in 2019 as well. All right. So that's what we had to discuss today for Part B premiums and Part B IRMAs, Part D IRMAs, as it relates to your Medicare costs to the government. If there's any questions, you're free to type them into the Facebook window at any point. And while we're waiting for any questions to come in, we will have our other free gift card for today. Again, you get one answer per person. The first one to answer in the window correctly is the winner of either the Starbucks gift card or the Amazon gift card. And the second question for today This one's a little bit more of a calculation you got to do some work on. If you're in the top income bracket, based on your 2016 modified adjusted gross income, how much are your total premiums to the government in 2018? So if you happen to be this year, the top income bracket for the single was $160,000, husband and wife was the $320,000. If you're above those amounts, what is your total cost to the government for your Part B, your Part B IRMA, and your Part D IRMA? And we'll give it a minute here for folks to answer. The first correct answer will win the gift card for either Starbucks or Amazon. We need that Jeopardy music. Oh, Liz guessed $430, and that is not correct. That would be close to the amount for the Part B and the Part B IRMA, but that does not include the Part D IRMA. So anyone else want to take a guess for the $10 gift card? And while we're waiting, I'm just going to go to the agenda for next week as well. Claudia, 260. Oh, there's Clem. Richard is right. 503.40. Claudia's 267.90 was not correct. Clem has the correct answer. It's $503.40. And let me just jump back to that slide to show you how we come up with that. So the Part B premium for that top income bracket is $428.60 per month this year, and the Part D IRMA is $74.80. So if you add up the $74.80 and the $428.60, you come up with the $503.40, and that is the amount that per person that the top income bracket pays per month to the government just for the Part B and the IRMAs related to Part B and Part D. Obviously, if they want to supplement in a Part D plan, that would be in addition to the $503.40 that they are required to pay. So good job, Richard, there on the answer. We'll send you a note on your gift card as well for this week. All right, so this is just to touch base on the next agenda. So this week we just covered the Part B premiums and the IRMAs. Next week's agenda, we're going to be discussing what are the key differences between Medicare supplements and Medicare Advantage plans. So this will be some level. We're not going to get into extreme detail on every specific Medicare Advantage plan. We won't have time for that. Every area is going to have different Advantage plans, but we're going to speak at a high level of what the main differences are between a Medicare supplement and a Medicare Advantage plan in next week's session. Clem asked a question here. If one income drops beginning 2017, can one appeal at the beginning of 2019? Okay, so basically the way this is going to work is if you are on Medicare at the end of this year in 2018, you're going to get a letter from the government in November, December regarding your Part B premiums that are projected for 2019. And that letter and those Part B premiums are going to be based upon your income from 2017. So your question about if one's income drops beginning 2017, can one appeal at the beginning of 2019? Basically, since your income in 2017, the government understands that that's stale data, it's old data, but it's the latest tax record that they have. That's why they have that appeal process. So if your income in 2019 is going to be projected to be in a lower income bracket than your 2017 income, so for instance, if you get a letter from the government that says your 2017 income was in this fourth income bracket, but you know that your 2019 projected income is going to be in the second income bracket, then you can absolutely appeal. And the way you appeal, it'll tell you in that letter, it's to call Social Security to start the process and basically let them know that your 2017 income is no longer valid for 2019. You're projecting your income to be, whatever the number is for 2019, and they will have those IRMAs reduced from the tier that your 2017 income puts you in down to what you're projected to make in 2019. Now, keep in mind, if you do your tax return 2 years later for 2019, and it turns out you were truly in this fourth income tier again, they will come back after you for those IRMAs that you missed for the year and a half or the year of 2019. They will come back after you for that difference. So if it's a valid appeal, if you're truly projecting your income to be lower, we definitely recommend you taking advantage of the appeal to have that reduced. So I hope that helps answer your question, Clem. All right. So to go back over to our agenda, again, next week we're going to talk about the differences between supplements and Medicare Advantage plans. I just want to highlight again these resources that we have available. Obviously, we're doing these weekly Facebook Live sessions every Monday, hitting on a key Medicare topic briefly, and then opening up live Q&A for people to ask questions either about that topic or any Medicare-related question. And then we have all these videos also on our YouTube channel, so you can go, if you use YouTube, you can find all of our videos that we're doing on Facebook as well as other instructional videos on Medicare. And then our website, we have our full 90-minute Medicare workshop, our free Part D analysis form. So when we get closer to the annual enrollment period, those folks looking for a free review of their Part D plans can take advantage of that form, and we will respond to you and let you know the best Part D plan for the following year. We do blog articles weekly and sometimes monthly, sometimes more frequently. And then we have the ability to get quotes as well for Medicare supplements and other coverage on our website as well. So just a few other resources that are out there. And I'll give it another minute here, see if anybody else has any additional Medicare questions for this week. All right, I don't think there's any more questions this week, so we're going to end the session here, and we look forward to talking to you again next week at the same time. Hope everyone has a great week. Thanks.